So he's got 3000 health. Does nothing to him. See, look, passive 5000 damage, and then another 4000. Hey guys, welcome back to another video, where in this one I'll be talking about Luna. So before I start the video, I'd like to give a huge shout out to all those 40 or more people who have subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate that, because it really makes me feel that my effort in making these videos didn't go unnoticed. And I've been also getting really cool comments when in game as well, like from random people who see me play in team and say, wow, I really like your videos, they help me a lot and all that. I mean, that's really heartwarming to me. So yeah, I'm so glad that you guys have learned something from my videos, and can't wait to make more of them. So this one, I really want to go over depth about Luna and what she's good at and what she's not good at, and like her customization. And there's a lot of customization for her, so stay tuned, and we'll be taking her through PvP and PvE as well to see how she performs. Now I want to start off with her waifu material. So she's the serious but mysterious and also cool type. So if you're into that, then by all means she's your go-to waifu. So she also has a soft side to her strong demeanor. I guess that's the word for it. Okay, now my Luna was the 3rd yesterday, so now it's dropped to 4th. So I believe it's to do with the gears. I didn't really invest in SSR gear because I don't buy tickets for that. Let's start off by looking at her stats. So she's got an A for attack, which is okay, like it's decent, because she's an archer, so you want as high of an attack as possible. And her int is not important. Her defense is quite important, and it's at C, so that's kind of bad. But she makes up for it with a S in magic defense and a B in skill, which is decent, but it could be A in my opinion. And HP is only B. Well, these stats are alright. They're pretty good actually for what she's doing. So right now you see like she's an anti-mage by the looks of things. So moving on to her talent, she's got a self-increased passive by 10% magic defense, and it grants her allies an aura which gives them 15% magic damage, which is huge, and I believe that's going to increase as your star increases as well. Not sure about this one, but we'll see later. I'll bring up the wiki page later for that. So with her skills, I like using these set of skills because I tried it, believe me, I tried it with this, and like people say on Reddit, like they say it increases or something, but that's not the case. It actually just replaces, like this tooltip says. So I mean, the magic defense is kind of bad as it is right now. I mean 132. So let's just see if I unequip one equipment. Just remove that. Yeah, it's still at 132. So I mean, if you get 1.5 times the magic defense, it's going to be similar to attack. It's going to be a little bit more than attack, but not by that much. Which is the reason why I believe Snipe is the better one to go with. Just because it has some, you need a attack boost sometimes, and you can nullify an attack, which is alright. Pretty decent. So with a passive, I believe Wind Pressure is the best one for auto PvP. You can go with Move Again instead of the Wind Pressure, but in most circumstances this is still really good in PvP as well, because this combination with the faction buff gives you twice the faction buff value. So like this Queen's Ascension is going to trigger twice, and this actually is 15% of a enemy's current HP, so not the max HP, but it's still pretty good, especially against tanks. So we can look at her abilities in more detail. So this is Wind Spiral, which I don't really recommend unless you've got huge amounts of magic defense, and even if you do, I don't think it'll make up for a deficiency. I could be wrong, but you know, her base stats, her attack is already much higher than a magic defense for some reason. So mass resist, I don't think you need this because she operates as a glass cannon unit, so this is kind of redundant. This is really good, wind pressure, and this is you know, fundamental to the core of the princess team. So you obviously need this if you're going to use her as a leader for a princess team. And this is okay at best because it's only 20%. Like, it's really clutch when it activates, but you need at least a 50% chance for this to be worth it in my opinion. So moving on, we have her Bone Knight, which I am currently using, Bone Master, and this is a surprisingly good class because you use a horse, so you got excellent mobility. So with the 5 movement that you're gonna get, you can hit and run so easily. So she's one of the best hit and run units if you tend to use it that way with Move Again. And you get a snipe, which is okay but not the best, and you get a diff command, which is okay but not the best. So I mean, in terms of her abilities, she gets kind of mediocre kind of abilities, but on paper they're mediocre, but when you have her in the battle, it doesn't seem that way because all around she's actually pretty decent. So I'll show you what I mean later on. Yeah, on paper it seems kind of mediocre, like they're not, you know, ultimate abilities, what have you. You know how like Liana gets an ultimate heal, and you know there's Leden gets an ultimate attack and all that. She only gets these ordinary moves, but in combination it's actually really good. And one more thing, like with this aura, you kind of want to stay back, which is one of the reasons you want her as a Bow Knight or Bow Master, because the reason is as a normal flyer with this Raging Thunder, you can only go all in with her when you're attacking, because she's not like a Cherie where you can like kill one unit and then you get out of there. You can like you have an option to retreat if you want to, but as a flyer she's stuck there. So you know, she's a sitting duck once she kills a unit, which is the reason why like she's not that good of a flyer. And you know, I'm repeating myself, but this aura also makes a better ranged troop than a flyer, rather than having to commit yourself into a fight. And in terms of her soldiers, you want it to be either Demon Hunter or Bolt Ranger for the bow class, because yeah, they're the best troops you can get for her. And this one's a bit defensive rather than offensive, so it gives you, you know, decreased damage. And this one's more offensive because it cripples their movement and defense, and it's before attack. So this one's much better, even though the stats are a bit worse than Bolt Ranger. So I would still stay with this one. It's more like glass cannon, which suits her more. And lastly, for her items, skill is good because you increase your hit crit chance. So skill and attack is good. Skill and attack, really good. Make sure you get skill and attack, guys. And magic defense is not so important, but if you have more magic defense, it increases her capabilities of being an anti-mage, so you can safely attack mages with her because of a high magic defense. And for her resonance, I like using Full Moon. So when your HP is above 8% or your stats increased. The reason is the other ones, they're not really suited to her, I feel. Like the other close one was Comment or Shooting Star, which increases her crit and gives you ability to deal extra damage if the troops are full HP. But the thing is, she's going to be buffing in turn 1, and yeah, so above 80% health. if you're an AoE attacker, there won't be 180% health, so you're not going to trigger this passive. It's the reason I don't like it. And roughly you don't need damage decreased, so it's not active, it's not that useful. So full moon is probably the best one for her in my opinion. You don't really need clock either, because there's only one ability that she has to attack if you run it my build. Right, so firstly I'm going to take her to PvE and we'll see how that goes. Now she's really useful for bossing, so I'm going to try and do a really hard boss and we'll see if we can get through it. It's going to be really hard to get through. So this boss health has more than 10k, so she's going to do a substantial amount of damage to the boss with a faction buff that's going to trigger twice. So let's see how this is going to work. So already that's 700 extra damage from the princess buff. Now might want to use again on her just to attack again. But we'll get rid of her first. And I think I'll use the extra move to AoE here. Right, that was 2000 something damage I think from princess buff. So I'll show you what I mean now with the passive triggering twice. Okay, it's only gonna hit one of them, but should be alright. Let's just see. So he's got 3000 health, does nothing to him. See, look, passive 5000 damage, and then another 4000. So you see, like, so you see she's excellent for bossing. I mean, how else would you defeat it without, you know, using that? Because you do literally no damage to them. So hopefully I can beat this level. Let's just find out. So they're like level 45 and I'm only level 42. Okay, so I need to hit this demon. So that was 6000, pretty good. Now I'm gonna kill this demon so that my Chris can fight the boss. Okay, so that's really good damage by Chris. Okay, so it's only doing 1000 damage now with faction buff. Move next to him. Let's try that. Yeah, I don't think I can kill him. Maybe I can. Let's try. I think I need Chris. Yeah, I don't think my Shuri can kill. So I'm gonna kill the demons next to him. So my Chris is gonna help kill the demon. Okay, so I wasn't able to get 3 stars, but you can see just the power of that, you know, excellent passive, triggering twice on a boss. It was doing more than 10k damage in 1 turn, just from that passive. So she's excellent in PvE, especially against bosses. Now let's take it to some PvP. I'm not too good in World Arena right now because I need gold. Because I'm in gold right now, and I need another unit because my I don't have enough units because they're gonna ban one of my units, and I don't have quite enough. So I'm working on Egbert, hopefully, and maybe Sophia. But what I really need is Lana. Anyway, I'm gonna take her to arena and see how she does. So surprisingly, I'm rank 2 right now. I guess people were just getting defeated because I wasn't that high rank earlier today. I was like rank 4. Yeah, so I got some defense wins. Let's have a look how that happened. How did I win defense against level 40? Okay, so he's manually controlling. Okay, so he's doing surrounding move. Try to trick my AI. Look at this anti-mage. Anti-mage coming in. Nearly took him out. Oh, he prevented my passive. Okay, is she gonna one-shot? Okay, wow, she one-shotted. And AoE, giving the faction buffs AoE passive, which is amazing. So any AoE you have with this team is really good, which is the reason I really want Lana. Yeah, no one can handle my Sharia right now. I think she's number 10 or something, Cherie, right now. Really falling behind. She was like, she was as high as rank 4 before. Okay, look at this sniper. Hopefully she gets wind pressure now. Okay, wind pressure. Triggering Queen's Ascension. So she's actually like an amazing anti-tank because she's gonna trigger the Princess Faction's passive twice on an enemy, given that enemy lives. Combined with wind pressure, I mean, if you have that passive. So I'm gonna recharge once and I'm gonna do some arena with her. It's my strength. It's over my strength, so I'll do my strength. So now, there's a trick if you have both Luna and Liana. So the trick is, because she moves 5 squares, you want Luna to go first, and then you have Liana go. Because that way she's going to move here, out of Liana's range, so Liana can't cast again on her again. So what she's going to do is she's going to pass her turn, or buff, or whatever you want. But I prefer to have an attack skill on her, so that she doesn't buff, because if she buffs, she's gonna stay behind. So if she has an attack spell, she's not gonna do anything, and she won't lag behind from your other troops. So I guess that's the theory. Now looking at their team, they have 2 swordsmen, which I'm really afraid of using lance. But if I switch to horse, then like Leon might be able to own me, but Leon's only got like crappy horsemen, so I might give it a try and switch to elite cavalry. Okay, let's give it a go like this. Oh, my order's wrong. Oh no. Okay, I think it's because I'm playing on blue stacks, so my order is completely wrong here. So I'll change it up after. Now Chris is gonna hurt a lot. Ouch. Even though I have the initiative in this case, you see that's not really so. I'm playing first, but it's clear that he has the initiative because of my AI. Okay. Double faction buff. Interesting. She does nothing. Okay, that's really sad to see. Okay, that was massive AoE, but I don't think it did the job. Because my Chris just skipped a turn. So it's gonna be really tough. I'm afraid he's gonna die from this. My Chris and Lana both skipped a turn. So this is gonna be really tough. Hopefully Leon can't reach me. Okay, he reached me. Is that the end? This map really, screwed me up. Okay, so this isn't too good damage as well. You need her to go first for the anti-tank properties that she has. Wow, Leon has AI to go back. How's that even possible? Wow, okay, I actually won this. Alright, so that's really weird. How did I win? I don't know why now she's stuck here. Because she blocked the path. Okay, let's see this AoE damage. Not too bad. Why isn't she doing anything? Chris didn't do anything. I mean, the AR is horrible. Okay, let's see another round of AoE. It's pretty decent. Look at AoE damage getting the whole team to half HP. I mean, not like 2 of their team members. Stockholm Bridge is the name of your game. Oh, and I'm iced. Wow. Not good. Not good at all. I'm gonna die to Leon. Hopefully my Shuri can handle this. Decent damage. That's gonna kill him. And the Seema Shuri, come on, you can do something, Shuri. No, Shuri isn't gonna do anything. Oh good, she did something. Cause I thought he was gonna guard it. That's good work by Shuri. Wow, well, that damage by Chris. But she's got that attack buff, but you know, amazing damage regardless. Alright, so that's gonna do it for now. I'm gonna list her pros and cons before I go. Okay, so I finished writing a review for her, and let's take a look at this one by one. So for her pros, she's very versatile. She can be a flyer or horseback archer, and she's decent in both roles, but I highly prefer the horse role because she can do damage and AoE from a distance and keep, whittling away at their health from a distance without suffering any kind of damage at all. So that's what she's great at, and she does it twice as well. Keep that in mind. Twice percent HP damage. Excellent for tanks. Can't stress that enough. So if you don't go with her as a leader, with a leader buff, you can definitely add the wind spiral to your kit, doing a little bit more damage depending on your magic defense. So apparently so far she's the only leader for princess, and she belongs to three factions with a lot of heroes in each. I think at least like 10 heroes in each of them, so there's a lot. As I said, she's excellent in PvE against bosses and gym bosses for gym Anki, because she's doing percent HP damage twice. Excellent mobility on horseback and fly as well. Excellent mobility, especially suited for hit and run attacks. Actually, when she's fly, you can use move again, but when you're a fly, you need to get up close and personal, so move again won't be as much useful. So as a fly, you have an option to use wind spiral, move again, and your raging thunder move. So what you do is you move close to an enemy, you use wind spiral, and then you attack, and then after you attack, use move again to run 5 spaces backward. So you can go with that idea if you're doing manual PvP and you don't need a princess faction leader from her. So she can be a hit and run bird, if you will, for one turn, as long as she has wind spiral. So that's an idea as well. And yeah, so she cripples tanks in both PvP and PvE. And when you're hitting tanks, you don't really get retaliated on, which is great. Now for her con, apart from her faction buff, she doesn't have a super OP skill like other SS heroes tend to have. Like, she doesn't have her own unique skill that does shitloads of damage, none of that nature. Or like a super huge AoE heal like Liana does. Now her aura talent only really benefits a magical team, which is going to limit your options of team building. So you're going to miss out if you use physical heroes too much with her. But most of Princess team is magical damage, so that's at least a good thing. And another con is that you don't get daily shards with her. So I mean, yeah, she's a support hero, which means there's only a few ways to build her as well because of her aura. Like, she's not like a sweeper like Cherie, in my opinion. So that's the reason why range horse unit is the way to go. And there's no daily shards for her. So like, you look at Leon, he's got a faction buff and he's got daily shards. So you ask, why doesn't Luna have daily shards going on? And that's actually very detrimental in the long run, because if you have a princess team, your leader can't get daily shards, which means that if you tend not to spend too much money or be a F2P in this game, then it's going to make your life pretty hard if you want to raise the stars. So all things said and done, here's my verdict. I'll give her a 9 out of 10 for PvE, because she's excellent, because you can abuse the AI by moving back and forth, weaving in and out of attacks, doing HP damage, It's awesome, and you can do it twice. It's amazing without retaliation. Excellent for PvE. Actually, I might give it more. I'll go for 9.5. The only thing is she's not like a an S rank attacker, so she's the damage isn't going to be amazing unless I'm proven wrong with the aura. But she has a low M defense anyway, like base stat from what I've seen. Like it's not as high as attack. So, and for PvP, I reckon 8.5 out of 10. So it's only because she's not like a sweeper, as I said. She's not doing she's not one-shotting anything, which is good in a way, because then the game would be broken if she is one-shotting tanks, isn't it? Like if if her Princess Ascension was actually max HP and not current HP, that would be super broken maybe. So she's okay the way she is, but she's not like a amazing sweeper by all means of the imagination. So she's an excellent support, and that's the only reason why I'm giving her 8.5. She's excellent at what she does, but you have to really make sure that you make use of her passive, like give her magical heroes and stuff like that. And she's leader of princess as well, which I didn't really take into account for the rating, but if you take that into account, she's probably higher. And if you have like a full magical team, she's probably higher for PvP as well. With that being said, is she essential if you have a princess team? Hell yeah, she is. Hell yeah, she's definitely your go-to hero. And plus, she's the best archer there is in the game from what I've seen right now. Simply because of that mobility and the hit and run, and the percent HP damage. It's really good. So yeah, that was my review for Luna, guys. I really hope that you've enjoyed it, and let me know if you have any suggestions or whatnot. And if you like this video, don't forget to like and share and all that good stuff. And I hope to see you all on the next one. Peace out, guys.